Good morning, Presidente. I know it has been a while, but let's keep our catching up to a minimum. Yes, I have a son now. Yes, I'm still successful. Yes, my company has shifted to space and technology. And no, I will not give you a discount.
Do any of these offers look good to you?
Hey, yo, Presidente. It turns out I'm still technically employed, but somehow I'm now employed by both China and Russia, and, well, I now have several years of missed work to catch up on. Can you send someone over to kill me? Please. I didn't have much contact with the professor while he was alive, and talking to that television with a face makes my skin crawl. But he told me that we were all space dust once. So poetic. Guess who's space dust now?
Excuse me. We've just been informed that the rocket of one of our rivals is gone. Nobody knows what happened. I'm guessing human error. Tragic.
There. It is complete.
I didn't have much contact with the professor while he was alive, and talking to that television with a face makes my skin crawl. But he told me that we were all space dust once. So poetic. Guess who's space dust now?
Another one bites the dust as a rival colony ship meets its end due to the unforeseeable dangers of space. And no sabotage or anything of the sort. Nope. Nothing. Totally their own fault.
I'm sure the good citizens...
She cannot take it, Presidente. She needs more power.
The election is a landslide, Presidente. The metaphorical kind, not the kind that accidentally reduces the size of the workforce.
Dude, we were ready to digitize the pyramids, but as we were scanning them...
Now, I don't want to alarm you, but I'm going to need a rather
Mm-hmm, 15, 60, and 70. It's all here. Man, Prez, I tell you, these guys are corrupt. I'm kicking myself for not getting into that market earlier. There's so much money to be made with a few well-placed bribes.
Very well, Presidente. I will send you my expectations for my accommodation on Neo Tropico. Something luxurious, where I can see the slums. Something with an easy commute and not too far from the pools.
Hey, Prez, I'm just going to be blunt here. My bosses want me to pressure you into revealing some of your space colony tech. Oh, I forgot. They wanted me to be subtle about it. Oh well.
Score! Hackers FTW.
Imagine this, Presidente. I am a dragon. You have entered my den, but instead of eating you, I make you a business proposal. I don't know exactly what it means, it's just a metaphor Hector always used. I thought it might fit here.
Nuclear weapons. Do they still have a place in our lives? Or are they simply objects of Cold War nostalgia?
If I may have your... I have horrible news, Presidente. Our glorious spaceship, set to conquer the stars in the name of Tropico, has failed. It's gone to the great golden beaches in the sky, to frolic with the celestial llamas through the heavenly tobacco fields.
Canal Uno mourns. We call on all of Tropico to join in a minute of silence for our lost brothers and sisters on board the colony ship. May they find their way to the golden beaches of Tropican heaven.
Hey, the digitize...
Do any of these offers look good to you? They're all strictly legitimate.
The Wealth from Health Corporation are slashing the prices of plastic surgery this month. Get the free freaky lip plumping with every nip and tuck.
Would any of these be of interest to you? It's all strictly above board, of course.
You act with...
Damn, Prez, this is impressive. Didn't think you'd have the tech. Now I'm a little more optimistic about settling on Mars. I was prepared for something dull and drab, but safe and reliable. But this might make life actually enjoyable up there.
Our money's at work, Prez.
Canal Uno here. We have just received word that one of our rivals has just launched a colony ship. Destination, Maps. Well, that's not so bad. Wait! Oh, there was a smudge on my note. I meant Mars.
Hey, Prez, that ship we stalled? Yeah, it just started up again. It's not like I didn't tell you that was just temporary. Now we have to do it all over again. Maybe this time we can make it a bit of a more permanent setback.
New privacy laws have finally abolished privacy. Now, true Tropicans can relax. If nobody is looking at you funnily, you must be a good person.
Me and the penguin share a respect for tradition, Presidente.
Do any of these offers look good to you? They're all strictly legitimate.
Terrible news, Tropico. We're no longer the only ones trying to settle on the Red Planet.
I came to see you as soon as I found these were available, Presidente.
A good deed, Presidente. Performed, no doubt, with...
How does it feel, Presidente, to have 1 billion friends? You will learn our names over time.
Hey, Prez, that ship we stalled? Yeah, it just started up again. It's not like I didn't tell you that was just temporary. Now we have to do it all over again. Maybe this time we can make it a bit of a more permanent setback.
Carry the one, deduct deductibles, divide by dividends, add interest. Need something? I've put your compensation in a bag by the door. Now run along. My calculations need me.
Presidente, are we expecting any blackmail? No? Any other color mail? Again, no. Recent threats? Apart from that fruit basket stunt the North Koreans pulled. Mysterious.
Look at them! Running around like headless chickens. Those poor suckers on that rocket must be confused as hell. Hey! Now I've been thinking, if you gave me the right tools, we could take this thing one step further.
I've heard there's a proposal from a very shady source that we should steal some tech. Can we trust these guys? They work for our enemies. What if it's a trap? What if you're being played for a fool? You're right. Like that would ever happen. Ha ha!
Right now, they're just disabled, unable to communicate, lost in space. Unless we help them become permanently lost. After all, in space, even the tiniest defect can have disastrous consequences.
The Palestinians putting chemicals in water to make citizens more compliant. Pick up the phone and tell us what you think, if you can.
Nothing says secure.
Canal Uno reports the squirrel clinging to the outside of the colony ship has been rescued shortly before the launch and is now happily chowing on some nuts. Oh, and the ship is fine too, by the way.
I...
If you're seeing some unexpected fireworks this evening, don't be surprised. That's the explosion of one of our rivals' rockets. At least they provided us with something nice to look at.
Now, I don't want to alarm you, but I...
New genetically modified crops are a smash hit in the neighboring islands of the Pobreza Republic. Farmers say, we love paying for seed grain every year.
Would any of these be of interest to you? It's all strictly...
Presidente, all my own. I have heard it said.
Some Presidente.
I have horrible news, Presidente. Loyal penultimo...
We are sad to report that we've lost another one. The ship suffered irreparable damage in some way that's not clearly communicated to us.
Presidente, we have a situation here. We were stopped while trying to sneakily cross the border with our inconspicuous giant metal fuel container. For some reason, the border guards are now asking us about our favorite breakfast fish.
Evening, Prez. Well, this feels familiar. Last time we tried to steal a whole rocket, and now it's just a bit on the end. Sounds like an easy job to me. Hey, by the way, do you still have a premium seat for me on the last train to Mars? Just curious.
I'm authorized to set...
I'd never count my...
I came to see you as soon as I found these were available, President.
As the Great Pyramid of Giza arrives, the palace states that El Presidente is in good health, and that the pyramid is merely a precaution.
Look at them! Running around like headless chickens. Those poor suckers on that rocket must be confused as hell. Hey! Now I've been thinking, if you gave me the right tools, we could take this thing one step further. Right now, they're just disabled, unable to communicate, lost in space.
Oi, Presidente! We're on the high seas in our trusty vessel.
We all know that El Presidente hates bullies. So when superpowers...
Would any of these be of interest to you?
Whoops! The jig is up, I guess. Time to see if this engine is all that it's cracked up to be. I have no idea what I'm doing, so I'll just press random buttons until this thing either starts or explodes. man, what a view! I was a bit nervous about space travel.
The citizens are demanding a...
Do you know what could...
In international news, there was a statement by one of our rivals saying that they had successfully launched their own rocket to Mars. Which is weird, when I specifically told Jim to put a whole... forget what I just said.
Time's running out for...
Hey, Prez, that ship we stalled? Yeah, it just started up again.
Our shiny new toys are ready for construction, Presidente. Those daring heists were spectacular to watch from up here in space. I waved to Mason when he went past my station, but he didn't respond.